Well, you can hear me banging away on the drums and riffing hard on the guitar. That's because I'm excited, team. Lock the door, tell the wife and kids you're on an important work call and cannot possibly be disturbed, and start grinding those credits because you've got 3 new tanks to purchase. Tone down that guitar and let's have a look at the German tech tree. It's got very tubby, eaten all the pies, and the Christmas pants aren't fitting so well. Look at this, the 3A now goes into the 4A, into the 4D, into the 4. However, you don't have to drive that line. There's options on your options here. The Panzer II will still get you through and you can cross over, or the Panzer 35T. It's just an absolute schmozzle, but collectors will love these 2 new tanks. They've got a little something special in them. The Jagdpanther II joins us at Tier 8. Jagdpanther drivers will have to decide whether they want to split their affections or pick a horse in the race, because the Jagdpanther II can only be accessed from the TD line, unlike the Ferdinand, which is still the cool crossover kid between the Tiger P 2nd German heavy line and the Jag Tiger at Tier 9. Both those tanks, though, are very, very different in playstyle. And we're going to have a look at the Jagdpanther II in depth now so that you get an idea on where you should be cooking. Now, the 4A, the tank with a triangle around the gun, I don't know either. Ask me one on sport. It's got one thing that I found to be particularly happy days. The 160 average alpha on the top tier gun. 160 is a big dose of alpha for a tier 3 medium tank. It's maneuverable enough and fast enough to get out on the flanks and utilize that big gun. It's not great for sniping. A lot of dispersion issues, 0.42 dispersion on both the 4A and the 4D, but what it's great at is filling up the stat sheet. 160 alpha will do that for you. The 4D, I really couldn't find a reason to love this tank at first until I realised that at 103 average penetration on its top gun and 160 alpha, means that you're going to be able to pen a Matilda frontally with your standard AP rounds. Now that is a happy, happy thing to know, because the Matty dominates tier 4 like no other. Like the Hetzer before it, it's a solidly overpowered tank that when utilised properly up until now has not had a lot of natural predators. This little tank, the 4D, is going to have no problems penning it whatsoever, and it'll also go around it like it's standing still. It's got good solid traverse numbers for a medium, and it can get out there on the flank and utilize those traverse numbers. If you give it time to calm down and let the reticle go small, you will also be able to hit people on the flanks. It's quick enough to give tank destroyers a real struggle if it gets around them, and utilize its speed and its mobility, but that 160 alpha is what's going to stand out for everyone on both these tanks. Now here we have the Raging Elephant, the Jagdpanther E100, and while we do bear a stark resemblance, there's a lot more mountain goat in our DNA than there is Raging Elephant. Look at this thing go up the hill on desert sands. It can reach sniper positions in a flash. It can get to flanks in a flash. Top speed, 55 kilometers an hour. Traverse speed, 38 degrees of traverse per second. That's nearly the same as the Panther I. It really can move. It pays for its mobility by giving up frontal armor. It has brilliant upper body armor, but it's skipped leg day. This is the tank that has nothing down low. You'll get penned at the front by just about everything, but your slope on your upstairs area, have a look at that. 60 odd degrees on 150 millimeters means you have an effective armor rating upstairs of 300 millimeters or nigh on. It gets out to 50k an hour, as you can see here, without turbo, without engine boost, and holds that speed terribly well. It can keep mediums in front of it, so you don't have to worry about being circle of death. You can certainly smash them up. You might give up that armor profile at the front, but you will never again have to worry about a T-44 going round you in a Ferdinand like you were stock still. And you pay for that. But you can find little bits of debris on the field, like this truck for instance, that allow you to hide that weak spot and fire over the top of it. That's called hull downing. If you can hull down in this tank, gee, you can make some cash, and you can be really, really effective. Like Malinovka, we're burning up here 50 kilometers an hour just about up the hill. No other TD in this tier is going to do that for you. The ISU 152, it has that wafer thin armor. It's got 21 degrees of traverse and a 41 kilometer per hour top speed, and it'll struggle to get there. You don't struggle, mate. you get there big style. And look at this thing firing on the move. 0.35 dispersion on your Pak-12, 460 average alpha. You are the same gun basically for all intents and purposes as the 30. However, you have a little bit more on top of the 30. You've got a slightly increased rate of fire, and you have a 0.2 second advantage in terms of aim time. You can get out and run with the mediums on the flanks. You can camp it up a treat deluxe at the top of the hill, or you can hide your little nose behind a hill, go hull down and cause all kinds of pain and consternation in the enemy. Look at me here, going up the spawn camping hill on desert sands, opening everything up. And this is what we're talking about with hull down. Getting your hull behind a berm so all the enemy can see is that formidable upper plate and that big nasty Pak-12 and doing the business. I've been Bushka on Blitz team. If you're interested, subscribe to the channel for more nonsense. Plenty of tank reviews coming down the pipe. It's been wonderful to bring you this little preview of patch 1.11 and some of the wonderful tanks that you'll find in it. You won't be doing this in your Ferdinand anytime soon. On the move, firing like a medium, dusting up the enemy. I'll be buying this tank ASAP. Rainbow guaranteed. We'll throw that into the package behind you. Until next time, stay safe on the battlefield.